The AWL season is winding down. We're coming up on the end of the regular season with 5 games to go, and today we're going to get through 3 games against the Battlehawks, Sirens, and Pythons. Before we jump into the first game, there's some player development to talk about. Rookie reliever Naomi Encarnacion is continuing to improve her breaking pitches. During practice, she was reportedly only throwing breaking balls in a pitching session. I mean, that's one way to get better for sure. We know Jackie Brooks brings some serious heat out of the bullpen, and apparently she's going to bring more and be more accurate with it too. I noticed her pitches looking extra crisp in practice. I asked her what she did, and she looked at me, rubbed her arm, and said, "Blowing away batters is my specialty, and I want to be better at locating any way I possibly can." I like the comment, but I wonder why she rubbed her arm before she said that? Strange. In Game 1 against Battlehawks, it's our rookie pitcher Roxy Riot hoping to get to 2-2 in her starts this season. She struggled, but we've seen flashes too. She starts the night getting Adeline Swan to ground out to Rose Davenport at first. Feather Guerrero gets herself on base as she lines the 1-0 from Riot into the left center gap. It gets to the wall, and Guerrero has a double. Munoz is up next, and he grounds out to third for the second out, which means the power-hitting Aya Francoeur has to try and bring Feather home from second. Francoeur can't get the bat off her shoulder as she looks at strike 3 on the inside corner. It's Roxy's 7th of the year, and she avoids early damage. The Battlehawks start ace Phoebe Epps in this game, and unfortunately for her, Yao Ling continues to be reliable at being a table setter as she singles into center. Ling is usually automatic stealing bases, but not here as she gets thrown out at second. Chloe Nightingale then gets fooled on the 1-2 and goes down swinging, so 2 outs for her sister Lilith, and the bases are empty. She takes the first pitch to short, and Reno Fulton is there to end the inning. Both teams get a hit, but neither scores in the first. Moving top 5, and it's still no score. 2 on, 2 outs for Feather Guerrero, already with a double on the day. She smokes this ball past Chloe at third. Gonzalez's throw home is late, and that's an RBI single for Guerrero. Riot avoids further trouble, getting out of the jam as Munoz grounds out to second, but the Battlehawks lead now by 1. Bottom 5 and De La Cruz is hoping to tie the game with runners on second and first. Instead, she hits into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, and Epps continues her great start on the mound as her and the no-fly zone keep their lead intact. Bottom 7, and De La Cruz comes up with Davenport and Pontrelli on base. She gets a high pitch, and she lets it fly off her bat to right. Reed goes back to the wall, but this one's way over it for a 3-run home run. De La Cruz finally puts the Widows on the board, giving them the lead 3-1 with her 4th long ball of the season. That ends Epps' night and brings in the former Widow, Fawn Ribeye, to try and keep the lead at 2. Ribeye serves up a perfect 2-0 pitch down the middle, and Pontarelli pounds it to left, and it goes all the way to the Battlehawks bullpen. It's a grand slam! Pontarelli's 6th home run of the season, and the Widows get 10 runs in the inning and hold it down from there to go on to win 10-1. Jackie Brooks gets the win in relief. Epps takes the loss, and the 3 stars are all Widows: Carla Pontarelli, Fatima De La Cruz, and for the first time this season, Roxy Riot. Ahead of the Sirens game, Barbara Dixon has reportedly started a new juicing program. As a result, she's seen a little more pop in her bat in practice. When I asked her what kind of juice it was, she said it was a combination of her 2 favorites, apple and grape. Hey, if that's the case, then I may need to get some of that juice too. Lilith Nightingale and Carla Pontarelli get the day off as Tatiana May plays shortstop, while Aura Valentine takes over behind the plate as Widows look to make it 2 wins in a row against the Sirens in beautiful Sakura Hills. Aces Ruru Fujimoto and Serena Slider get the start. Fujimoto gets Ling to break her bat on the inside pitch and ground out to Kaoru Koshikawa at second to begin the game. Chloe Nightingale's first debut of the day is also a ground out to second. Koshikawa's getting a workout to begin the game in the field, that's for sure. Jennifer Marks is the DH in the 3-hole. She works the count full, but can't pull the trigger on the high inside pitch, and that's a K to end the inning. Widows go down in order. Great start for Ruru on the mound. Mitsuha Miyamizu leads off and does her job, getting on base with the single, as the grounder just gets past De La Cruz at second. With one out, Kaoru Koshikawa puts a weak grounder into play. It squeaks past Chloe's glove at third, so the Sirens have a runner in scoring position for their struggling star, Kaneko Kawada. Kawada and Slider battle to 3-2. Then she fouls off 3 straight pitches. After all that, Slider wins this time as she gets her to put it in the air to left for Crush Gonzalez to get under it and make the catch for out number 2 and hold the runner at second in the process. Slider ends the inning on a high note, striking out Kaori Komuro, who's been locked at the plate lately. Sirens leave 2 on and the game stays tied at 0. Top 2, with the runner on first and 2 outs, Fatima De La Cruz lines the 1-1 hard past her counterpart Koshikawa at second. It's a single, which gives Tatiana May an RBI chance. May falls behind 1-2, but puts this ball into right on the ground. Yuko Takagaki's throw comes home, and Oro Valentin ignores the stop sign at third to be thrown out at the plate and end the inning. Maybe she didn't see it, but all that matters is that no run for the Widows in the second. Slider's second inning on the mound goes very well, as she strikes out the first 2 batters in Jinko Yoshizawa and Yuko Takagaki. Mei Nakamura puts a ball in play this inning, but it's a ground out to short for a quick 1-2-3 inning. Top 4 for the Widows with 1 out and Rose Davenport's up. Rose turns on the inside pitch and drills it to right center. Look out in the Widows bullpen, girls, as that's where this one lands for a solo shot. The scoreless tie is broken on Rose's 8th homer of the year. Top 5 in the inning starts with the number 9 hitter, Alexis Gamble, drawing a walk to lead off the inning. Gamble has speed, and that brings up more speed in the top of the order, Yao Ling. Gamble's speed comes into play as she steals second easily. Then Ling's hard ground ball gets into right. The throw home is cut off as Ling has an RBI single. That's all they would get in the inning though. They open up the lead to 2. Sirens up in the bottom of the 5th, 1 out for Mei Nakamura. Nakamura anticipates the first pitch forkball and hammers it to dead center field. It lands in the sand over the wall for a solo home run. That's her 3rd homer of the year. It puts Sirens on the board 2-1 as each squad gets 1 in the 5th. Tatiana May's up, bases loaded, top 6, facing new pitcher Arisu Abe. May comes through as she brings home a run as everyone moves 1 station over. It's 3-1. Gamble keeps the runs coming as this grounder gets in the center. It's 4-1 as the hot bat of Yao Ling steps up. She's 2 for 3. Ling hits this one in the air to center. Kawada makes the catch, but the runner from third scores on the sac fly. It's 5-1 Widows as they get 3 in the inning. Widows look to add a 7th run with Crush up leading off the 9th. De Jesus gives Gonzalez a gift and she says thank you very much as this ball is an absolute moonshot way out into left center for a solo homer. The longest of the day, it's 458 feet. Gonzalez's 6th of the season makes it 7-1, and our Widows go on to win their 2nd in a row by that score. Slider gets her 3rd win of the season. Fujimoto takes her 4th loss, while Donisha Moss picks up her 2nd save. 3 stars are all Widows again, Crush Gonzalez, and the 2 pitchers, Serena Slider and Donisha Moss. Before the final game of the episode, we got some more player development news, starting with Jennifer Marks. She's been seen hitting the weight room a little harder lately. Her power at the plate isn't great, but a few more pounds of muscle could help 34-year-old to more balls over the fence. Audrey Messier's next start is a few games away, and she spent some extra time working on her accuracy in pitching sessions during practice. Coach Soriano told me Messier was working with the catchers on throwing it where they set up. That way no framing is required. Bold strat coach Let's see if it pays off. Finally, after that monster home run from Crush Gonzalez in the Sirens game, she picked up a Sluggerade sponsorship. She says it makes her feel like the Looney Tunes when they drank secret stuff in Space Jam. More home runs coming from Crush? We'd love to see it. Our Widows are atop the Valiant Conference at 13-8, while the Pythons are in 4th at 11-10, so their lead is not safe by any means, especially with the Monarchs at 12-9, so they need to continue to win against the scary Python offense. Nova Pena gets a start for the Pythons as Yao Ling lays a bunt down to begin the game, but it's pretty much right back to Pena for the first down. Chloe takes the inside 0-2 pitch from Pena and somehow gets it to land in left for a single as Lilith returns to the 3 spot in the lineup after a day off. Lilith lines the first pitch to Turner at short. She's retired for the second out, which brings up Crush Gonzalez. Gonzalez rips the first pitch she sees into right center, and it rolls to the wall. Chloe comes around to score from first, and Crush has an RBI triple. What a way to start her day. Rose's monster season continues with her 43rd RBI here on a sharply hit ball into right to put the Widows up 2. The hits continue in the first as Pontarelli laces the 2-0 to right as well. So, back-to-back singles bring up Fatima de la Cruz. She gets a good bit of the ball and sends it out to left in the air. Not enough of it though, as Emi Shiba is there to end the inning, but our Widows are off to a hot start. It's good to see Vika Ivanova on the mound again, but here she gives up a leadoff base hit to Emi Shiba. Make it back-to-back hits as Draco O'Toole hits this ball by Lilith at short and into center. Now it's the Pythons looking to get a run back with Big Matt King digging in. King gives the 0-1 a ride to left, but Crush is there to make the catch for the first out. Yolanda Tyson then hits a grounder to De La Cruz as they turn the inning-ending double play, and just like that, the threat is over and the Widows keep their lead at 2. Going bottom 4, and Diane Danger's up with 2 on. She smokes the 0-1 from Ivanova over Davenport at first and into right. The throw from Gamble is cut off and the Pythons get on the board. It's 2-1 as Daisy Turner steps in. Turner launches the 0-1 out to left center and it lands in the Pythons bullpen. It's a 3-run home run. Her 5th on the year puts them on top as they get 4 in the inning and lead 4-2. Top 6, Widows still trail by 2, but here's a chance to get back in the game as Davenport singles into center, who's perfect on the day, 2 for 2. Carla wastes no time jumping on the first pitch. It goes way out into left center, and Pontarelli does it again. Her 7th home run of the season ties the game at 4. Fatima de la Cruz comes behind her teammate and gets a high pitch, and we know what she does with those, as this one lands by the batter's eye in center for a solo home race, De La Cruz's 5th this season. Back-to-back jacks give the Widows a lead again. It's 5-4. Widows explode for 8, and Crush is now on cycle watch with the lead 10-4. Bottom 6, Pythons got some work to do, and Kensley Contreras says, "Let me help," as she blasts the 0-1 from Ivanova into right, and that's a start as she goes yard. The solo shot gives Kensley 3 on the year and cuts the lead to 5. We move forward to the Python half of the 8th. Widows now lead 12-5, and guess who's up with the runner on this time? That's right, Kensley Contreras. The curveball is in a good spot, but Contreras is able to get under it and send it flying out to center. It is gone, and that gives her 2 home runs on the day. And don't look now, folks, but it's 12-7, and the Widows' lead is only 5. Let's go bottom 9. Bases loaded for Izzy Peralta, and the Widows up 14-7 with James Sappho on the mound. Sappho shuts the door, striking out Peralta, and works herself out of the bases loaded jam. The Widows have started a new streak now, winners of 3 in a row with a 14-7 win over the Pythons. Ivanova stays undefeated at 3-0, while Pena picks up the loss and goes to 2-2. 3 stars are Kensley Contreras, Carla Pontarelli, and Rose Davenport. Crush Gonzalez was a double and home run shy of the cycle. Our Widows sit at 14-8 in first place, and the Monarchs are 1.5 games back. At this point, it's all about seeding with 2 games left, and we'll wrap up the season next video. Thank you all for watching so much, I appreciate it. Like, share, and if you're new, subscribe. Keep on shining, and keep on grinding. I will see you all in the next one.